Hello, welcome to the stream, guys. Hello, Rolex bro. Hello, Praneeth bro. అదే ఫుల్ క్లౌడీ అయిపోయింది. ఇంకా వర్షం పడుతుంది అనుకుంటా. మాకు కూడా డౌటే. ఇవ్వలే స్ట్రీమ్ చూస్తానని కరెంట్ సేమ్ బ్రో. నేను కూడా చేస్తాను లేదో తెలీదు. సో ముందుగుండానే స్టార్ట్ చేశా 5 నిమిషాలు బిఫోర్. ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ చూడాలి. కాపీది చేద్దాం. ఒక నిమిషం. ఓహో, హాగ్వర్ట్స్లో ఉంది కాపీది. అయితే రేపు ఎండ వస్తుంది అనుకుంటా బ్రో. నాకు ఐడియా లేదు. ఓకే, మనమే వేసాం. అది నేను చూసుకోలే.
Oh, good, you're safe.
అన్నీ ఏంటి నైట్ మిషన్సా?
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
ఓ,
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
స్నిడ్జెట్ అంటే
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
సో ముందు స్నిడ్జెట్ని వాడేవాళ్ళంట.
Why would
సరిపోయింది.
Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The
Quidditchlo.
golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to
అండ్
be
ప్రణీత్ బ్రో
extinct.
నిన్న
They
స్ట్రీమ్
were
చూసుంటే
hunted out of existence
Quiz
by
ఆడే
lizard
bro.
kind. If the poachers
Almost
found
అన్నీ
them now,
చెప్పేసా
I can't bear
correct
to
గా.
think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
ఒక క్వెస్ట్లో క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతుంది అనమాట ఒక
Where
అమ్మాయి.
exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic,
Hello,
which
Rolex
is
bro.
good. Perhaps the
Cabot
poachers
pera?
won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the
ఇప్పుడు
journals
winds
only
కూడా
noted
చాలా
that the
ఎక్కువ
key
అయిపోయింది
to
bro.
finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be
Bro,
narrowed down
jinx
to a
వద్దు,
handful of
current ఉంది
locations.
ప్రస్తుతానికి.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon. But the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The
ఓహో
centaurs! They'd want the
సెంటార్స్ని హెల్ప్
snidgets
అడగాల.
protected at all costs.
ఓకే, మాకు కరెంట్ లేదు, ఫుల్గా వస్తుంది. ఓహో, రీచ్ అయిపోయారేంటి అప్పుడే?
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the
ఇంటికి
centaurs.
రీచ్ అయిపోయారా
We need
అప్పుడే?
to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
వీడు ఇంపీరియో నేర్పిస్తాడంట. ఓకే, సెబాస్టియన్ క్వెస్ట్ చేసుకుంటా. ఓహో, ఇక్కడ ఫాస్ట్ ట్రావెల్ దగ్గరే ఉన్నాడు వాడు. ఇప్పుడే వచ్చాను,
Looks rather
ర్యాపిడో
dark
లేట్
in there.
అవుతుందంటే నేను ర్యాపిడో
Never
బుక్
stopped me
చేస్తాను.
before.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ బ్యాక్.
You're here. Good.
హలో
Sebastian,
మ్యాజిక్ బ్రో,
that
వెల్కమ్ టు
relic
ద
you
స్ట్రీమ్
mentioned,
బ్రో.
I believe
ఎలా
one of
ఉన్నారు?
Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in
Okay,
this
Rolex,
catacomb,
bro, okay,
I have
okay.
to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were
Indigo?
doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
వెంటనే స్టార్ట్.
Accio!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the
Accio!
team insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
వీడి ఫైర్ పెట్టినట్టున్నాడు.
Accio! This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa. Compulso.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Accio. Incendio.
ఫాస్ట్గానే పోయి
Depulso.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
All this grass.
Incendio.
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
ఓకే సో ఇటుపక్క అయితే బ్లాక్ అయ్యి ఉంది
And then
ఇంకో వైపు
we're
నుంచి వెళ్ళాలి
abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
ఓహో వీటి దగ్గర పెట్టాలి ఇప్పుడు డోర్
Bones
అన్లాక్ అవుతుంది
outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Capolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
ఇవి ఇంకో వైపు అయిపోయింది డోర్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుందా
Revelio.
ఓహో ఇలా మొత్తం అంతా చేయాలి ఒక ఆర్చ్ లాగా ఇందులో స్పైడర్ ఉంది
Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
What did you find?
స్టూడెంట్ జర్నల్
Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
సో ఇది ఒకటే పెడితే సరిపోతుంది అనుకుంటా
Revelio.
ఇక్కడ ఓకే మొత్తం అంతా లూట్ అయిపోయింది
Accio. Wingardium
ఇక్కడ కూడా
Leviosa.
ఉంది. ఈ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ కూడా బాగా చేశాడు
Revelio. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course.
అయిపోయింది నేను
The student's
చేస్తా
summary
కూడా
referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone
అండ్
barricades.
గైస్ ఇంకా
I'll look
లైక్
around and
చేయని
see what
వాళ్ళు
we
ఉంటే
missed.
లైక్లు త్వరగా
Hold on to that
చేసేయండి
diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But
ఇప్పుడు ఎవడి మీద
let me
ప్రయోగించాలో
think for a moment.
ఇంపీరియస్
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
ఓకే ఐ విల్ గెట్ స్టార్టెడ్
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
ఓహో ఇది స్మాష్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు ఇటుపక్క ఇంకో దారి కూడా ఉంది
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
ఓహో
Accio.
డెవిల్ స్నేర్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. వీటికి సన్లైట్ పడితే అప్పుడు పోతాయి.
Lumos. Accio.
ఓహో,
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
బయటికి రారా మీ అయ్యా.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ఇక్కడ పెడితే సెట్ కదా. అయిపోయింది.
Rickety bone bridge complete. I need to find a safe way across. Accio.
ఓకే, డోర్ అయితే తెరుచుకుంది. నాకు తెలిసి ఇక్కడ బాస్ ఉంటాడేమో. ఓహో, బాస్ లేడు, వీడు ఉన్నాడంటే సరిపోయింది.
Accio. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control.
సో మనం కంట్రోల్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట ఇంపీరియో యూజ్
I
చేసినప్పుడు.
can teach you.
ఎస్, ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు లెర్న్ ద ఇంపీరియస్. అసలు వీడికి ఎలా తెలుసో అడుగుదాం.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you.
వీడి
It's
మట్టికి
not
వీడే
exactly something I can
నేర్చేసుకుంటున్నాడు.
brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
ఇంపీరియో.
There we
we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
ఒక నిమిషం ఇప్పుడు పెడతా. ఇంపీరియల్ సో అది మనకి ఫ్రెండ్లీ అయిపోయి అది మిగతా వాటిని అటాక్ చేస్తుంది. ఒకవేళ వేరే ఉన్నాయనుకో అది ఎంతసేపు ఉంటుంది.
Incendio. Revelio.
ఇంకా గట్టిగానే ఉన్నాయి ఆ ముందంతా.
Depulso.
Another barricade.
Accio.
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
ఇప్పుడు డోర్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది అనుకుంటా. అదేంటి ఏమీ అవ్వలేదు.
Wingardium Leviosa.
ముందు వీటిని పెట్టాలా? ఇంకో ఆర్చ్ తయారు చేయాలి. హలో బటోస్కి బ్రో, వెల్కమ్ టు ద స్ట్రీమ్ బ్రో.
Accio.
హలో డెడ్ లాక్స్ బ్రో. ఇంకొకసారి వీడియో కాస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు స్పెల్ చదివితే నరికేస్తావండి. చదవకుండా చేయలేడు బ్రో.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
సింబల్స్ బట్టి చేయాలా?
Revelio.
ఓహో ఇవన్నీ డోర్స్ అనుకుంటా, ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైంది. మావోయ్ మాకు వర్షన్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది. పవర్ పోతుందేమో చెప్పలేమో.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa.
ఓహో ఇంకా ఒక్కటి కావాలి.
Revelio.
సో దీని వెనకాల అయితే స్పైడర్ ఉంది. పోతా అదిలే కంగారు పడిక. అదే ఫుల్ విండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి గట్టిగా.
Accio. Incendio.
జెడ్ కదా.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are
స్పైడర్
head
కి
and shoulders
భయపెడతారు
above these
ఎందుకు?
bones.
కొట్టేయండి.
Nicely done.
దండన్ అయిపోయింది.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
ప్లీజ్ అది అటాక్ చేస్తుందో లేదో అని వేరే వాళ్ళు.
Incendio! Bodega! Stupid one! Incendio! Imperial! Ringo! Arresto momentum! Incendio! Cruiser! Incendio! Arresto momentum. Cabalso. Bombarda. Defendo. Glacius. For a moment there I thought that's
డార్క్ మ్యాజిక్ బ్రో, డార్క్ మ్యాజిక్ చేతబడి.
Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio.
మీరు రోగం మీద చేసేది చాలదు బ్రో, నేను ఇప్పుడు చేసా బ్రో.
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on.
ఇక్కడేవో
Don't
స్క్రోల్స్
give up
ఉన్నాయా?
yet. Accio.
The relic contains abundant potential. Okay. Sacrifice అంట. డార్క్ ఓహో, ఈ రెలిక్ తీయద్దు అంటున్నారు.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
ఓకే, రెలిక్ తీస్తే పోతారంటున్నది కదరా. సర్లే, we need that relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake.
ఇప్పుడు
I'm
దీనివల్ల
taking
వీళ్ళు
it.
చెల్లిపోద్ది ఏంటి?
Let's get to Feldcroft.
సరిపోయింది,
I
చూద్దాం.
must keep this relic secret.
Revelio.
Especially from my uncle.
ఏ ఆమ్నెస్ గడ్ వచ్చాడు.
Ominous. Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't
Indeed.
believe this.
Eh?
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your
మాకు
help.
పవర్ పోయేలా ఉంది. పెద్ద వర్షమే. ఎందుకంటే బ్లాక్ మ్యాజిక్ చేస్తారు మీరు జామంకులు నమ్మి. నేనేం చేశా బ్రో?
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one
నాకు కరెంట్
condition.
పోయింది. ఓహో మాకు
After this,
ఫుల్ రైనింగ్.
no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the
Winds కూడా
scriptorium.
చాలా
I'm
గట్టిగా
being
ఉన్నాయి.
taken for a fool.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Incendio. Imperio. Crucial. Incendio. Potato. Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Defendo. Glacius. Flipendo. Incendio. Stupefy.
అంతే ఉంది. మాకు ఫుల్ సన్ కోటింగ్ స్టిల్ పవర్ కట్ అంటే మేము అదే నేనే చెయ్యాలి బ్రో.
Depulso. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Depulso.
సార్ ఇటుపక్క కూడా వెళ్ళి లూట్ చేసుకుని ఇటుపక్క నుంచి వెళ్ళచ్చు. అదే మీరే చేశారంట బ్రో. నేను ఎందుకు చేస్తా బ్రో?
Accio.
నేను జస్ట్ హ్యారీ పాటర్ని అంతే.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
ఇదే ఎగ్జిట్ అనుకుంటా.
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word. Depulso.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous.
Revelio.
Just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over
కానీ
again.
వీడు ఫుల్ చేంజ్ అయిపోతున్నాడు. ఎండింగ్లో పెంట పెడతాడేమో అనిపిస్తుంది.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
నాకు తెలిసి వీళ్ళ
We'll get
అంకుల్
to
అసలు
Shelton.
జైనివుడేమో.
Rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It had only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is
అదేంటి
it?
Smoke over there by the hamlet.
మొత్తం అన్ని కాలిపోయి మళ్ళీ అటాక్ చేశారు
Telkov's in
వీళ్ళు.
trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You won't stop me. Not quite. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Accio!
They're closing in!
Accio!
You'll not win here.
Sebastian, be careful! Mine!
Incendio! Accio!
I'm hanging.
Protego! Incendio!
Let's get this over with.
అయిపోతుంది బ్రో షాడోస్ ఆర్ జీబోటీ స్టార్ట్ చేయను నేను. ఇంకోటి కూడా వచ్చాడు. షాడోస్ ఉంటే చేసేయండి. ఓ ఇంపీరియో పెట్టాడు వాడు. వీళ్ళ అంకుల్ ఏమంటాడు? వాడికి వాడే చచ్చిపోడా?
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see
అయితే
reason.
షాడోస్
He
ఆడియండి.
cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio! Reparo! Revelio!
నేను అప్పుడే పోయా.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster
Serpent.
immediately. Why, Sebastian?
ఏ సెబాస్టియన్ ఏడి వెళ్ళిపోయాడేంటి? వెళ్ళిపోయినట్టున్నాడు. అమితిగడితో మాట్లాడతాం.
Revelio. Professor Shah, I'm interested in
It is increasingly rare to find a student. But we are...
Thank
ఏంటి ట్రాక్ చేయట్లేదా? వీడి పైన ఉన్నాడు.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation
Oh,
of a
goblin ni
couple of key
kalvalannamata.
terms first. So I will meet you there.
ఏ పోనీ ఇలా దూకేస్తే రాదారా? ఫాస్ట్ ట్రావెల్ చేద్దాం. మీరు ఇటు పక్కున్నాడు.
You can't imagine how inconvenient that
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect goblin kind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals.
ఓహో
They
దాని ద్వారా
describe
వీడు ఇవన్నీ
repositories
తయారు
that
చేస్తున్నాడు
Bragbor had
ఆర్మర్స్.
been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
ఓహో అమిత్ గడు వచ్చాడు
Greetings, Lord
ఇప్పుడే
Cock. It is
డిస్కషన్
an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
ఇదేం లాంగ్వేజ్ రా బాబు.
Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
ఓకే వి ఆర్ రెడీ దెన్.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
వీడి ఇప్పటి వరకు అయితే మనకి బ్యాక్ స్టైప్ చేయలే. చూద్దాం.
The door is looking at us.
బ్రో ఏంటి పవన్ బ్రోని జూబ్లీ హిల్స్లో విల్లా ఐ డోంట్ నో అండి. రికార్డింగ్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నారా? రికార్డింగ్ ఎందుకు? ఓకే ఈ 5 ఇది.
Revelio.
సో ఇప్పుడు మనం దాంకోవాలి, కొంచెం దూరం వెళ్ళి చేయాలి.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
మనకి చిన్న చిన్న చెస్ట్లు ఉన్నాయి కదా, సేమ్ అవి కూడా అంతే. ఐ చెస్ట్లు.
Books so rarely prepare one for
నెవర్
reality.
మైండ్ మీ వాయిస్
A
రాకపోవడం
real
వల్ల.
goblin mine.
ఓహో
It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe
Revelio.
I
వాళ్ళు
met a
ఎందుకో
goblin.
గొంతు పట్టేసిందని చెప్పి
Let's
ఎక్కువ
just learn what we
మాట్లాడారు.
can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
still can't believe
Accio.
అవునట్టు ఇప్పుడు రోహన్ పవన్ బ్రో ఇచ్చిన గన్స్ వాడుతున్నారు ఎవరు చెప్తా ఆగండి వాడితే.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing it
Accio.
is something else altogether.
You will regret coming here.
ఓరిని.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
At your service.
ఇంపీరియేషన్గా చూద్దాం.
Arrest them.
Someone's here.
Incendio.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'll be quiet.
We're being watched. By a door.
ఇంకా స్టార్టింగ్లోనే ఉన్నారు డైయింగ్ లైట్లో. స్టార్టింగ్ లైట్లో ఉన్న పవన్ బ్రో ట్రైనర్స్ పెట్టి గన్స్ అవన్నీ వచ్చాయి ఆయనకి. హైయెస్ట్ లెవెల్ ఉంటాయి కదా గన్స్. అదేంటి ఇదేం అవ్వట్లే.
Revelio.
ఏమో మరి.
Incendio.
I feel like a
ఓ
character
కోఆప్
from one of
అన్లాక్
the
అవ్వలేదు
adventure books
అంటున్నారా?
I read.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Such arrogance.
Imperial.
Descend.
Arresto momentum. Incendio.
ఈ డార్క్ మ్యాజిక్ యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే
Fascinating to
అసలు
see
వీళ్ళెవ్వరు
gobbledygook
ఏమనట్లే.
written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are
కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్
extraordinary.
లేకపోతే ఎలా?
I will
Revelio.
get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
ఇందాక నుంచి వీడి దగ్గర నుంచే చేస్తున్నా. ఒక్క డైలాగ్ వేయట్లే.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Clever.
Okay.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
సైలెంట్ అటాక్స్ చేసుకుంటే వెళ్ళడమే.
Another schematic. What are they doing? This mine is too small for what it does.
Arresto momentum. Incendio.
అబ్బరే.
You are terrible.
Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is
Revelio.
more complex than I had expected.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Depulso. Glupendo.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever.
Arresto momentum. Accio.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు అయ్యింది అలాగా. సో మిగతావి కూడా మనం బ్యాక్కి వెళ్ళి చేసుకోవాలి. బాయిలర్ని ఫైర్ చేస్తే కానీ అవ్వలే. అది ఎక్కడుందో.
Revelio. Accio.
అన్నీ ఆఫ్ చేయాలి అలాగా.
Revelio.
ఏ పైకి వెళ్ళా. పైకి ఎలా వెళ్తాం రా. ఓకే, ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాయి స్టెప్స్.
Depulso.
బాబోయ్, థండర్స్ కూడా గట్టిగా వస్తున్నాయి.
Revelio.
ఉంది ఇవాళ. ఇదైతే జస్ట్ 2 చెస్ట్లు తెచ్చుకోవడానికే. ఓకే, మనం ఇప్పుడు ఈ లివర్ లాగాం కదా ఇందాక, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ గేట్ ఓపెన్ అయింది.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
How nice of you to stop by.
Incendio. Arresto momentum.
Won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death.
Incendio. Accio. Depulso.
I will make you.
ఏంటి ఇది అవ్వలే.
I won't rest until
Protagonist.
సర్లే.
Incendio.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
ఏంటి ఈరోజు నో వన్కి ఏం తెలియదు బ్రో.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not.
ఓహో,
Not an entanglement we need right now.
డెవిల్స్ నేర్ ఉందనే కనిపించలేదు.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
ఇది ఎగ్జిట్ ఏమో. ఓకే, ఎంతకీ బాగుంటారు? లేదు లేదు, ఇంకా డిసైడ్ అవ్వలే. అవుతా.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
I'll be quiet.
అర్రే, సూపర్ రా.
Incendio. Accio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills.
Drills,
Bigger than this mine could
okay.
contain.
ఓహో,
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
హలో యశ్వంత్ బ్రో.
Revelio. Alohomora.
ఈస్ కోసమా న్యూది? మిడ్ నైట్ ఆడతా. అవునవును, ఆడదాం అనుకున్నా కానీ యాక్చువల్గా నాకు ఎక్స్బాక్స్కి అప్డేట్ వచ్చింది ఆన్ చేసినప్పుడు. బట్ నా నెట్లో నుంచి అది డౌన్లోడ్ అవ్వట్లేదు సరిగ్గా. 2 hours అని చూపెట్టింది. సో ఇంకా ఇది థంబ్నెయిల్ పెట్టుకుని ఇది పెట్టేశా.
Revelio.
మ్యాక్సిమం రేపు చేస్తా. యాక్చువల్గా దీనిది కూడా నిన్నే థంబ్నెయిల్ క్రియేట్ చేశా, సౌత్ ఆఫ్ మిడ్ నైట్ది. కానీ అవ్వలే ఇవాళ చేయడానికి.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight.
కుదరా మీట్ పరిగెడదాం.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't
భయపడ్డాడు.
so bad, was it?
ఎక్స్బాక్స్
It was. It really was.
అందుకే బ్రో.
I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, at you.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know
ఎక్స్బాక్స్
where else he
సర్వర్
plans
అంతే
to
ఇక
search.
మనకి
I've been wondering about something
గేమ్
else
పాస్
you said
నుంచి
before
గేమ్
we entered the
డౌన్లోడ్
mine.
చేసినా
Yes.
అంతే
If you share Ranrock's views, then why
తక్కువ
are you
స్పీడే
helping me?
వస్తుంది డౌన్లోడ్కి.
I expected Rookwood
కొన్నిసార్లు
Castle to be
ప్రతిసారి
deserted when
కాదు.
I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me.
ఓహో.
When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead, she did something that I will never forget.
ఏం చేసింది?
Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam,
Oh,
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He
you
told
got
me
away
of her
for
research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard.
ఎంతవరకు వచ్చింది?
I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard.
75% అయిపోయింది బ్రో.
To my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the
టోటల్
castle
4
on my own.
ట్రైల్స్ అన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు మనం థర్డ్ ట్రైల్
We
దగ్గరికి
parted
వెళ్తున్నాము.
with her
ఇది అయిపోతే
promising
ఇంకా
to
ఒక
share what she'd
ట్రైలే
learned.
ఉంటుంది. అక్కడితో అయిపోద్ది అనుకుంటున్నా.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository.
అండ్ మధ్యలో పవర్
Ranrock
పోతే
was
పోతుంది.
thrilled
మాకు
with our
గట్టిగా
discovery.
వర్షం పడుతుంది.
But furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch. And I heard she had been killed.
You
ఓహో.
think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it. But
మరి ఎవరు
don't
చంపేశారు?
know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
ఓహో.
I will find out what Ranrock knows.
వాళ్ళైతే పెద్ద
Watch for
ప్లాన్
my
వేశారు.
owl.
స్మాల్ గేమ్ అండి, త్వరగానే ఆడేశారు. యా బ్రో, నాకు అదే అనిపించింది.
Revelio.
ఈజీగా ఒక 30 hours అయితే ఆడుంటా ఈ గేమ్ మీద. ఓకే, సెబాస్టియన్తో మళ్ళీ మీటప్ ఉంది. వీడేంటి బయటనే ఉన్నట్టున్నాడు. స్కార్ఫ్ పెట్టలేదుగా. ఓహో, పెట్టానేంటి? ఓకే, మర్చిపోయా. ఓకే, ఇదంతా మారిపోయిందా? చూసుకోలే. ఇది పెట్టమంటారా? నైట్ ఆర్మర్. ఓకే, వాడు స్కూల్ లోపలే ఉన్నాడా? నైట్ ఆర్మర్ పెట్టండి. అదే అదే.
Revelio. Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
వీడన్నీ గట్టిగా ప్లాన్ చేశాడు.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I
ఆమ్నెస్
very
గడు
much
మనల్ని
appreciate you standing
కాపాడతాడులే
by me through all of this.
అంటున్నాడు.
I'll send you an owl when I have news.
బాలేదు బ్రో ఇది. నేను నార్మల్ దానికి వెళ్ళిపోతా. రెండు సేమ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ప్లాంట్స్ ఉంది అది. ఇదిగో బ్రో నా పెట్స్. రెండు ఉన్నాయి హిపోగ్రిఫ్స్. జోబర్నాలంట. పప్ స్కిన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఇవి మూన్ కాప్స్. బుడ్డిది మొన్నే పుట్టింది. ఉన్నారా బ్రో? ఈ పైన కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఇందులో ఏంటున్నాయి మర్చిపోయా. ఇక్కడ కూడా పఫ్ స్కిన్ ఉంది. ఇది ఇక్కడే పెడదాం. ఓకే, అయితే ఇంకా బయలుదేరటమే. వేరే క్వెస్ట్కి.
I remember you.
You've made up a Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
ఇదేమో సెబాస్టియన్ లాస్ట్ మిషన్. మళ్ళీ ఒక్క నిమిషంలో వస్తా.
Revelio.
I
వచ్చాడు భయ్యా.
thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
అందరినీ వేటాడుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాం.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Accio.
When are you going to give up? Easily diverted.
Incendio.
I won't rest.
Accio.
No!
Accio.
అయిపోయారు. ఇంకోడు ఉన్నాడు.
Revelio.
నీ లూట్ చేసుకుని వెళ్తా.
Accio. Depulso. Incendio.
అర్రే వీడు కావాలా?
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I
Accio.
choose.
Depulso.
Why can't I hit you?
ఓకే, ఏమైంది? నాది ఓబిఎస్ రీస్టార్ట్ అయింది ఎందుకో. ఇంకా ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందని అనుకుంటున్నా. అయిపోయాడు.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
వీళ్ళిద్దరు మాత్రం గట్టిగా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎనిమిస్ని తనతో.
Confringo. Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is the mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's
For better or for worse, we're in. Accio. This mine looks like a tomb. Revelio.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Incendio.
ఇక్కడ నుంచి జంప్ చేయగలమా? పోయాడు మాడు. బాగా జంప్ చేశాడు.
Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting
ఓ
breed.
ఫుల్ స్పైడర్సే ఉన్నాయిగా.
Not quiet enough.
Descendo. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge your death.
Descendo. Accio. Incendio.
కాంబోస్ అయితే భలే ఉన్నాయిలే.
Too many.
కాకపోతే
They
ఫాస్ట్
definitely
ఫాస్ట్గా
think there's something
మార్చుకోవాలి,
here they want.
అప్పుడే అవుతుంది, లేదంటే అవ్వదు.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That ledge is awfully high.
Revelio.
Any ideas?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Cabolso. Glacius. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda.
ఆర్పి అన్నీ.
Revelio.
కానీ కింద ఉన్నాయి.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
జోక్స్ వేస్తున్నాడు.
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Bombarder. Defender. Incendio.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
ఓకే, రిపేర్ చేయాలనుకుంటా అంతే.
That bridge has seen better days.
ఓకే ఏంటన్నా, జస్ట్ లెట్స్ గో.
Reparo.
బాస్ అనుకుంటా.
Arresto momentum. Incendio. Protego. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Incendio.
హలో మైటీ బ్రో, వెల్కమ్ టు ది స్ట్రీమ్ బ్రో.
Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Incendio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఎలా వెళ్తాము? పైనుంచే.
Bombarder. Incendio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
కానీ ఇంకో చెస్ట్ మిస్ అయిపోయింది.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos.
హలో కల్కి బ్రో, వెల్కమ్ టు ది స్ట్రీమ్ బ్రో. ఇక్కడే ఉంది.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Reparo.
అరే వీడు ఎగిరాడు.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Revelio.
సరిపోయింది.
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
పెద్ద ఫైట్ ఇప్పుడు.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio.
I will not.
Depulso. Protego. We're not finished yet.
ఓహో, పెద్దదే ఇది.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio!
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Easy.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Revelio. Incendio.
ఓకే పైదాన్ని కూడా కొట్టాలనుకుంటా.
Have a look around.
Symbol above the cavern door. Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Bombarda. Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
అదేంటి మూడింటిని కొట్టాంగా.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ఇక్కడి నుంచే కొడదాం.
Confringo. Confringo.
నేను చెప్పట్లే.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
అదేంటి ఓన్లీ ఫైర్ అటాక్ చేయాలా ఏంది?
Incendio. Bombarda. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo.
ఓహో సారీ అయిపోయింది, మనం తెరిచేసాం. ఇంకా ఉన్నాయి అనుకుంటున్నా. సూపర్.
What do you have there?
Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
ఓకే మిర్రర్లా ఉంది, మనం వేరే దగ్గరికి
Sebastian,
వెళ్ళొచ్చు.
I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure.
Revelio.
I'm fascinated by it. Now.
ఓకే ఇక్కడ నుంచి అండర్ క్రాఫ్ట్కి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు.
And now for the moment of truth.
ఎన్ని దారులు
It has
ఉన్నారా
to
బాబు?
fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
ఇంకొకటి
Good news is I
పెయింటింగ్
do,
వస్తే
in
సరిపోద్ది.
fact.
And the
అయితే
bad
వీడిది
news?
ఇది
We're in for more trouble.
ఫైనల్ది కాదు, సెబాస్టియన్ది. ఓకే
I know
Let's
that
go,
coast.
Kwame.
Ranrock has taken over a huge
లేదు,
mine in
లేదు.
the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it.
అది గోకు
It's as bad
గడి
as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
వీడికి చెప్దామా వద్దా? చెప్దాం.
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you
అది
forgotten
అనవసరంగా
Feldcroft?
చెప్పాము రా
Have you
వీడికి.
forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
వీడికి చెప్పకుండా ఉండాల్సింది. పర్లే.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last.
ఓకే, కొత్త
Come by
అప్గ్రేడ్
spin
వచ్చిందా?
witches as soon as you can.
ఓకే, అప్గ్రేడ్ చేసుకుందాం. గోకు మూది ఫ్యాన్ ప్యాక్ వేసుకున్నారా? లిటరలీ దెయ్యమే. మాస్క్, కొత్త మాస్క్ వచ్చింది, బాగుందని పెట్టా.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4000 అంట.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This Miss Ray's is running a time.
ఓకే, ఇంకో ట్రైలా?
I'm not worried, miss.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
తర్వాత చేసుకోవచ్చులే కానీ. ప్రొఫెసర్తో మాట్లాడాలా? మంట పడుతుంది, ఫేస్ అంతా ట్యాన్ ఉంది. ఓ, మీరు ట్యాన్ ప్యాక్ వేసుకున్నారా?
Revelio.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఊరు వెళ్తున్నారని ఊర్లో ఉన్న అమ్మాయిలందరినీ పడగెత్తామనిగా. అర్థమైంది అర్థమైంది. గట్టిగానే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారుగా. మళ్ళీ ఇటు పక్కొచ్చింది. ఓకే ఓకే, మ్యాప్ ఛాంబర్కి వెళ్ళాలి. నేను క్వెస్ట్ ఫుల్ చదవకుండా ఊరంతా తిరుగుతున్నా. ఒక్క నిమిషం గైస్. ఓకే.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor.
ఇక్కడ
I have
పోర్ట్రేట్
news.
గురించి
The
చెప్పండి.
goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the
ఇప్పుడు
time
ఎలా
came, the
వెళ్తామా?
occupant of that office would be of
హెడ్
help to
మాస్టర్
us.
ఆఫీస్ కంట.
Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well.
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
ఓకే, ఇది నేను ఇంకా రేపు కంటిన్యూ చేస్తా. ఇప్పుడైతే ఇక్కడతో ఎండ్ చేస్తా గైస్.
How will I gain access to the
రేపు
headmaster's office?
మేబీ కొత్త గేమ్ అయినా ఆడచ్చు.
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
మై బై.